stuck in the middle. Which of these words has the highest pitch? Which of these words has the lowest pitch? Why is this even important? Let's take a closer look. Hey guys, this is Jeff with Fluent American again, and if you've seen a lot of my other videos, you know that I'm always talking about stress. This is because English is a stress-timed language. That means that when a word is emphasized, it receives more stress, it's held longer, and it has a higher pitch. So for instance, in this, take a listen to this. Parking lot. Parking lot. Which word there do you think is stressed? If you guessed parking, you're correct. Parking lot. Notice it has a higher pitch. Now this is really important in English because this is what people are listening for when you're talking. So if you have a hard time identifying stress in your sentences, your listener is going to be confused. But the other side of this is equally important. If you're stressing words, then that also means that you're giving less emphasis to other words. So some words are not going to be stressed, they're often going to be reduced, and they're often going to have a lower pitch. One thing I've seen with a lot of my students when we talk about stress is they start to do a great job at raising the pitch. So for instance, instead of saying parking lot, where no words really standing out, they do a great job of changing to like parking lot, raising that pitch. But equally important is lowering the pitch on words that are not stressed. So like for instance, in this example with parking lot, you want to make sure that lot is actually lowering a bit. So again, it's not parking lot, it's more parking lot. Notice how far that drops, lot. Raising and lowering the pitch is helpful in English because this creates what we call contrast. Contrast is what can really make you sound natural by having a variety of different sounds, different pitches, and different speeds in your speech. You're going to sound much more native-like, much more comfortable, and much more natural. A typical problem that a lot of students have is that they just don't have enough variation. Every word is said at the same speed. Every word is said at the same volume. Every word is said at the same pitch and things like that. And that makes it really hard for your listener to know what you're saying or to understand you. It also can make you sound like a robot. So a quick way to sound less robotic is to add more pitches,
add more different speeds.
You can say things at a whisper. You can say things shouting and things like that. Let's practice though with pitches here today. So I'm going to show you some 3-word groups. If you haven't seen my videos on 3-word groups, these are situations that are very common in English where you have one word that's stressed, a middle word that's not stressed, and then a final word that gets the heavier stress. The key with this exercise is to make sure that the middle word is not getting stressed and that its pitch goes down. I'll show you examples. See if you can repeat after me. Big red truck. Big red truck. So again, notice the big red truck. Big red truck. Small thin boy. Small thin boy. Again, small thin boy. Really tough test. Really tough test. Make sure to fall enough on tough. Really tough test. Let's now practice these with some sentences. I'll show you a sentence, give you a moment to practice on your own, and then say the sentence myself so that way you can compare. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I had a really tough test last week. I had a really tough test last week. Notice again that really tough test part. The students take that big yellow bus to school. The students take that big yellow bus to school. Notice again, big yellow bus, yellow. Notice that lower pitch on yellow. By the way, if you want daily correction for your pronunciation mistakes, you should be in our Telegram group. Visit patreon.com/fluentamerican. His mom is that sweet old lady. His mom is that sweet old lady. And again, your group there. Sweet old lady. Sweet old lady. Don't forget to lower your pitch enough as well on the other words. It's a key to sounding more natural.